you got into racing again?
I got into racing when my dad's been racing for about 35 years. And when I was born, he was doing it, and that was my dream to have a race car. And been raced at the track pretty much all my life.
And you can talk directly to me. And if I move, just talk through me.
Okay.
So if I move, just keep talking where I was.
Okay.
Let me check my shot as well.
Okay.
So tell me about your style of driving. What's your personality on the track?
Cautious, but aggressive, but cautious. Because you got to be aggressive to get up there, but you got to be cautious. If you're not going to finish, and you're not going to get up to the front. Tore up car, you're not going to get anywhere.
When are you aggressive and when are you cautious? How do you?
In the beginning of the race, I'm more cautious. Let them wreck in front of me a lot. Then you know when it's time to race. When it's getting to near the end of the race, that's when it's time to go.
How many laps are a heat race?
Heat race is 12 laps.
So, give me through a process of 12 lap heat race. How do what laps do you decide to start moving? How do you know when you're
right?
starting?
Just really depends on where you start at. When you're in the back, you want to be cautious at least the first 5 laps, because usually they're going to get together up front. There's been plenty of races where the front row, got together and collected everybody. And then about the middle of the race is when I start saying, okay, I need to get some passing points. We get passing points when we pass on those cars. And it helps your starting spot for the feature.
Is there a particular driver that, like any drivers you respect or that you try to model yourself after?
Well, my dad would be one. I've always tried to, drive like and do the same things he does. Because he's well respected here at the track. I always liked Hooker, Hood, Eddie Ray Alexander. There was, as a child, we all had our idols when we were growing up here at the track. And those are just a few of them.
And how is it, as a hobby, technically it's like a hobby, right, for you?
Right.
No, there's no really next step for you.
No.
So as a hobby, how do you, because I said before, I was telling my wife about this, and she was like, I thought you were a race car, I was going to say this.
Yeah.
How do you maintain it? How's it it's got to be an expensive hobby. How do you maintain it?
Well, sponsors help. I got the shot nurse and St. Francis Hospital. Without them, it'd be hard to do this. And the more people you know in the sport, you can get good deals, and you try to help each other out parts-wise. But the sponsors are the main thing. They pay to get to the racetrack, gas, pit passes, fuel, and sponsors help a lot. A lot of people don't have sponsors, so it's coming out of their pocket, and that makes it real tough. And that's how I maintain it, trying to keep sponsors so I can keep racing.
Tell me about maintaining sponsors. How do you do that? How's that work?
It's like an advertising deal. They can write it off on their taxes. You're like a rolling billboard for them. Everybody sees their name on the car. Their name is announced over the intercom every time the car hits the track. And do promotional car on site at their store. You can do special appearances. They like that. Pictures they can hang on the wall. Some are in commercials, but I always try to make sure they're happy, keep them updated with results and how I'm doing, and send people if they need a shot. Say, well, go see the shot nurse. You know, people like to support companies that support dirt track racing. You know, if you need your car painted, they're going to go somewhere where they saw that name on the side of a race car. You know.
Tell me about the community. You're saying how everybody helps each other out. How does that